live already?
Huh?
Live?
Yeah, we live. We live. You got the notification yet?
Yeah, I got it.
We'll wait a minute or two to get this thing going here. You are on the bench with Bubba and Pink.
I almost cussed when I thought that of it.
Yeah, man, we have to wait the first 2 minutes for the YouTube algorithm there.
I'm maturing as a broadcaster.
It'll help if I turn your mic on.
It might. It's not on?
It's on now. It's on now. It's on now. Have you shared this yet?
Yes. Well, no, actually, no.
If you are watching this, we're you like, you share. Alrighty. All right, let's get the party started here, man. I'm going to play some Juju Osborne, Orlando native, but he's out in Cali right now.
Is that a reptile or a chick?
Unfortunately, it's not even playing for us, though.
Do we have any more technical issues to start the show?
Let's figure this one out.
You can hum a few bars.
I know, right? I'll tell you what. Okay. Juju, rewind for us.
Sure, anything for you guys.
Juju Osborne would say that. Okay, so we're gonna come in. So we're gonna come in with a little rant.
Yeah.
Get in, get out, and then get them to
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, I gotta share. That's what this time is for.
They put a magazine.
Yeah, he did everything. He wrote, directed, and shot his videos.
Really?
He's fucking amazing, dog. No, it's the mic is off. And it's not off. Shit. It's off now though. Yeah, he's amazing, man.
I like to see it.
Yeah. You heard of Juju T?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta know about Juju.
Do you think the opening scene with the reptilian pants was that bitches are snakes?
It's an underlying message, huh?
A metaphor. I like it. I like it. I believe it.
It's a short song, only 2 minutes, so we got about 20 seconds. I just turned it off, so it's a delay. You talking about you watching the video? Yeah, it's a delay, so. But the mic is all the mics turned off right now. You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. That was Juju Osborne with Say That. My mic was turned on a little bit during that, but I was only saying that Juju was an amazing artist, man.
Yeah, you are.
You know, that's really all I was saying. Shout out to
little unfiltered commentary.
That's it, man. He if you can watch that, it's on all streaming platforms, but it's also a video on YouTube. He wrote, directed, shot the video, everything. It's just crazy, man.
It's a good video, man. I enjoyed it.
It's a really good video. What's been going on, Pink?
Not too much, man. Just got back from basketball tournament earlier today.
Yeah, that was interesting, right?
It was okay. We came up short. We lost the first game, 1-2, trying to come through the losers bracket, and then lost this morning. So we were done.
There's nothing wrong with being done. Sometimes being done is good, man.
Yeah, not today though.
Not today.
Nah, it'd be nice to win some money.
Once again, on the bench with Bubba and Pink, we're on all podcast streaming platforms, including YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube now, please make sure you are subscribed. Alrighty. Once again, we are home of sports, music, and mayhem.
That's right.
All right, mayhem could be all sorts of things, man.
That's right. It's a catch-all.
It's a catch-all.
And you don't know when it's going to come.
That's right. That's right. And shout out to our number one sponsor right now, overkink.com.
I see what you did there.
Because that's a part of the mayhem.
Yeah.
You know.
I said the word "come," and you got triggered.
Listen, man. A lot of people
For the record, I was saying COME.
That's right. That's right. Not the other one.
Okay.
But some people don't believe that it is real. And for whatever reason, I get
Coming
these DMs. No, our sponsor, Overkink, they think it's some joke, and we're just saying, no, man, this is a real business, a real sponsor. It's a Black-owned business. Okay. Right. And matter of fact, they have a sale going on condoms right now. So if you with the sale and you're using the promo code Bubba Pink for an additional discount, it's like you're getting it for free. I mean,
what can we do for you?
What more can we do for you? I mean, how much?
What more can we do to prevent unwanted pregnancy?
And yes,
and to get free condoms out in the community.
And if you guys didn't know, Corona is not the only thing that's out right now. You still can get STDs. You still can get, that's still out here.
Really?
Yes.
I thought we were safe.
Listen, man. So go to overkink.com and prevent pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies, and STDs. Okay.
If you really want a pregnancy, go for it.
That's right.
Take your condom off and shoot up the club.
That's right. That's right.
If you want to practice safe sex.
We have a good show today, man. We have what a transition. We have GM5 in the building. Okay, we have GM5 as a representation from that, man. A really dope league that is here in the local area of Orlando. And they have a lot of stuff, different things going on. We're going to get to that, talk about that, all of that good stuff. Some of the best players that's in that league, where that league is going, and some of the other things they have going on.
And it's a league that we actually participate in as
That's
players.
Right. That's right, man. As players, as commentators, as we're going to be judges during the All-Star week.
I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah, man.
Can we review your tactical battle with your teammate the other day?
We'll talk about that, man. We'll talk about that, but we're going into battle next week, so I'm not sure how much I want to divulge and get into that, man. But there is a lot of stuff on my mind.
Oh, there always is.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff on my mind. We're not going to get to a lot of it. We're not going to get to the Ben Simmons destroying my Philadelphia 76ers. And I wish I had a phone number or a home address I could just get to him. All right.
What would you do to Ben face to face?
Literally?
He's much bigger than you.
Yeah, it's not the what do they say? It's not the size of the dog, it's the fighting the dog.
It's not the size of the dog, it's the fighting the dog.
Yeah, man. But he's not a dog at all. He's a fucking parrot key. I don't know, but we're not going to get into that because I could spend the next 2 hours on that. All right?
I don't doubt it after your earlier rant.
You are a former Florida State alum.
I'm still a Florida State alum.
You are a former Florida State alum.
My degrees yet, to my knowledge. Those shits are still on the wall.
And on a much non-lighter note, of course, Bobby Bowden passed away, right?
Yeah.
And you guys had some good years with Bobby, man, as a head coach, the old football coach, man. He
was the head coach when I got there, and I thought about it today because I have some mixed emotions.
Uh-huh.
Like I was very much in the camp that Bobby needed to go, probably a few years earlier than he did, and please get off the sidelines and let somebody do this. And it worked well with Jimbo, who got a title. And then the guy's 91 years old. What do old people do? They die.
Yeah,
this is their thing, man. That's what they're known for.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't like torn up about it, but then I did reflect, and I guess that's the thing. It's not so much that the elderly person is somebody you were thinking about constantly or anything like that, and suddenly they're dead. But he died, and it does make you reflect on, okay, what is my connection to this person, or why does this mean anything to me? And I came up with this. I would not be a Florida State alumni without him.
Yeah.
And it's not because I played on the football team. I grew up in Connecticut. I wanted to go to a school with big-time sports. and I preferred to do it down south. And Florida State was a big football program at the time I went down. This is 1989, and I would not have even considered it if they had the football record of Wake Forest at the
Yeah,
time. And so the only reason I'm there is because of this guy, and he built that from nothing.
he did. He built it from
You know,
nothing.
and that's one of those things. Is like now coaches cycle through things so quickly. A couple years here, there, you either get it going or you're gone. But he was in a different era, and he had the opportunity to like really build this program from nothing, and he built it into. We had the run from I think it was officially like 1987 to 2001, where we're in the top 4 or 5 every year.
Exactly.
And won 2 titles of that. And like truly nobody else was responsible for that.
Yeah.
You know, Florida State is a former girls' school. They didn't have any significant football success prior to his arrival or sustained success. And there was no obvious reason that this was like a sleeping giant until this guy comes down from West Virginia and kicks the thing off.
No, for sure, man. I mean, he's an icon, and I mean, he really did his thing for Florida State. Now, the biggest thing that is on my mind, Pink, is the word hypocrites, man.
Hypocrite.
Hypocrites, man. And I'm going to tie this into sports. We won't have time. We're going to get to so much GM5. We won't have time for my official story of the week.
Okay.
So I'm going to give a mini
A
story,
bridge story.
a bridge story that I'm going to tie to sports, okay?
Okay.
I have a ex-girlfriend. I'm not going to say how many exes ago, okay? But I had an ex-girlfriend, right?
Did she play football?
She did not play football,
Okay.
and she was not big enough to play football.
Thankfully for you.
I've had a couple of those, but anyway.
How many of your women have outweighed you?
Have outweighed me?
Yeah.
Maybe one.
Okay.
Outweighed.
Okay.
I had a couple that were strong enough to pick me up, throw me around and stuff, you know. Shot to overkick.com again.
I take it that might be your thing.
No, but listen, seriously. Okay, so I had my ex-girlfriend, right? And her father used to always be on top of me, man, about, you know, when are you going to marry my daughter? And you know, you're just, you know, you're treating my daughter bad and this and that. You don't want to fully commit.
A couple weeks?
Like, you know, just short of a year.
Okay.
Short of a year, man. And it's like you don't want to fully commit to her and this and that. And she's way better than you. She has this and that going on, and you need to do this and lock her down.
I need to understand this a little bit. Would this guy like literally just call you directly and say this, or would this be like, you know, you were around the house?
No, he would
pull you aside.
Yeah, he would trick me into go out and like bars or go out and do certain stuff with him, and then he would bring it up, you
just
know,
the
after,
two of you, though.
Just the two of us.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just the two of us, right? And so he actually had me feeling, you know, a little bad for a while, and then turns out, right, I go to a bar. Shout out to an old friend of mine, Travis Harris, one of the best running backs to ever come through Winter Park High School. And he's coming from Cali, and I take him to this bar. It's an old school bar, man. A lot of older people there. This guy is, you know, with another lady, another girl, and he's all up in it and getting this and that. And then his wife ends up finding out. Okay, now
can charge the bar,
huh?
Like bum rush the bar.
Yes. Now he thinks that I called her. He thinks I called her and snitched on him. So he's coming out super drunk, coming out to the back. It's like, oh yeah, well, what type of FN does this? Call my wife? What are you? That's a Florida zone. I'm like, he's an out of state guy, another state. I almost gave it away, but listen, that's what he's telling me. So I say, listen, man. I say, man, I don't care what you're doing in here, man. You can goddamn sleep with everybody in here, dudes too. But it turns out he has an iPhone. And she does the tracker. I don't know. I'm Team Android. I'm loyal. And she was able to track. Yeah, she was able to track his phone down.
Oh.
And through the iPhone thing, whatever that is. I sound old right now, but that's whatever that is.
How did you find out that that's what happened?
Maybe like a few weeks later, he's like, yeah, man, she did this and that, and I have to apologize to you, man. And
at least he was man enough to apologize.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to hear that. I was already mad. But hypocrite.
Time out. Why do you still think this guy's called? Like, what's going on there?
At the time, I was still with the girl, so you have to play nice. Man.
Okay.
You have to play nice. All right. And that's what I'm saying. You know, just a classic cold case of being a hypocrite.
That's classic.
Now, tying it to sports, Charles Barkley is just an old, flat out hypocrite, man.
Okay, where are we going with this?
He had a big interview this past week, and he was saying how his reasoning for placing guys above LeBron James on the all-time list is because LeBron left teams to go form, whatever super teams and be, better and stuff like that, with better teams than he had. Okay.
Yeah.
He's saying guys like Jordan, Kobe, other guys, and guys of his era didn't do that. Well, Charles Barkley, hello. You know what I mean? You were with my Philadelphia 76ers, okay?
Yeah.
That team was 2 years removed for one of the best teams in the history of the NBA. They swept Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I'm saying?
When he got there.
And no, 2 years after. So 1983 was that special Philadelphia 76ers team.
Right.
Charles Barkley was drafted in just 1985,
no, that's what I'm saying. That. Yeah. He joined the team 2 years after that.
So he was with that team.
Right.
Now, granted, that team got old pretty quick. Okay.
Right.
So, but the very first year that they did not make the playoffs, Charles Barkley demanded a trade out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I can't play with these guys. Yeah. Went to Phoenix.
Yeah.
With two other All-Stars.
Yeah.
Shit got stale in Phoenix.
What did you say?
I got to get there. The very first year shit got stale. He didn't wait. Like LeBron gave Cleveland 6-7 years, okay, of trash. And then he left.
Original.
Yeah. Original.
They gave him 4 and then failed again. No, I like that. That's a great point.
Yeah, man.
It was Hakeem and Pippen, right?
Hakeem, Pippen, and Pippen was still really good.
Yeah, because Pippen had the great years with Portland after that.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
It's crazy, man. So it's like, he's the older guys. They stay on the lawn. One of those get off my lawn type of guys, man. and it's like, yo, man, you used to be on the lawn all the time.
Yeah. Is he like is he really a hypocrite, or do you think there's a measure of senility coming in?
I don't know.
And
man.
he forgot the details of his own career.
I really wonder what would he have to say about that.
Yeah, if confronted with it.
Yeah,
somebody should have said something.
Exactly, man.
Whoever was doing that dropped the ball.
Yeah,
by not bringing that up. That's inexcusably bad.
Charles, come on the bench. All right.
Defend your career.
Defend your career.
Defend your titleless career.
Exactly, man. Because we need to know why you left my Philadelphia 76ers, man. And we were trash after that for a while.
Like Kobe literally wasted the whole back end of his career on a Lakers team that couldn't do a damn thing.
Well, Kobe demanded a trade as well before that. I know you're talking about at the end, but then they got Gasol.
In reality, he the post Shaq era was really bad for a couple years.
Yeah.
Which again, those were prime years for Kobe personally.
Mm-hmm.
And then then they got the Gasol team and Bynum and Lamar Odom, and they became title winners again. And then after that, though, once the last stab at something good was when they brought in like Dwight and Nash,
right?
And Kobe was still close enough to being elite that they had something, but that was Dwight went out there hurt, Nash hurt himself like getting out of the car or something and never played again. What the hell's going on?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We need to end this, man. The being a hypocrite, man. We need to end hypocrisy.
End hypocrisy ever. Good luck with that. Hypocrisy is the fuel of people, I think.
Yeah, man. It really is.
It's just a natural thing.
Yeah.
Like you regard things as like that dad at the bar, like his daughter is a sacred princess in his mind.
Right.
He doesn't know shit about you banging her in the ass or anything. And, he's just not going to accept that mentally. But then on the other side, he's got this wife. She's probably nagging about fixing some fucking door at the house.
Yeah.
He needs to feel some self-esteem again.
Yeah.
He's at the bar, smashing some hoes.
Exactly, man.
It's life, man.
It really is.
It's mental health.
It really is. It really is. Well, you have been, and you're still on the bench with Bubba and Pink.
We ain't ended yet.
No, we haven't ended yet, man. Don't forget to check us out on all podcast streaming platforms. We're getting ready to take a quick break here, and we're going to bring GM5 on and have some real deal discussions here. We'll be right back. Bay Bubs with Big Fine on all streaming platforms.
Start using sliding.
Where you going? You get stage fright?
No,
Oh.
Now the raunchy segment of the show is out of the way. In the middle. You just got to see the two middle mics. Oh, you got sliding? Yeah, Bubba, you might have to slide it 2 inches.
Well, I think that'll probably take Bubba off camera.
Yeah.
Are you that close to the edge?
Yeah, you actually have more space.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You want to bring us in a bit?
Yeah. How much time we got?
A minute. Yeah. You can close it. Yeah, you can close it.
You're the only one coming in? Oh.
It's that jam, man. Bay Bubs, Big Fine. Got 30 seconds left. 10 seconds left.
You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. Today we have the principals of the GM5 Basketball League live on the bench. How y'all doing?
Oh, we good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Welcome aboard. You guys are doing a media tour in advance of the All-Star game.
Yeah. We wanted to do something different. We know a lot of leagues. They they just do a typical 8 weeks and then playoffs and they kind of send it home. Usually with a trophy or a picture or something simple.
So I love that picture though.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, for us, we wanted to be a little different. We wanted to actually give a little feeling like to our league to let people know, like, hey man, it's the same thing you see in the NBA. Like, you want that same vibe.
Okay. And so the particulars of the All-Star game, let's get that out of the way. When is the game? How can people come see it if they're interested?
So the game is going to be next Saturday, August 14th at 701 Formosa Avenue. That's located in Orlando, Florida, right Winter Park, Orlando.
It's kind of Winter Park.
It's Winter Park, man.
Yeah, Winter Park. You know, you got to specify.
Winter Park grad over there.
You got to specify.
Especially when you got a Wildcat.
You
that's right,
we
man.
Just talk about Orlando. That's right. Yeah, that's district right there. So no, but 701 Formosa Avenue.
And just so you know, that's where all the league games have been played all season.
Games,
so that anybody who's already been to a game,
yeah,
we're at the same spot.
Yeah, we do our games on Saturdays. Our games are between 1 o'clock to 3 or 4 o'clock, depending on how many games we have that week. Like I said, we're going into the All-Star game. You can find us there. 701 Formosa Gateway Church.
And what time is the game going to kick off?
The game is going to be 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
But before that, for the guys that don't know, if you want to meet some of our players, we're going to be at First Street Lounge in Sanford, Florida. Shout out to my man Joe Fetch. He's going to let us come hang out at the lounge on a Friday night spot. August 13th, that's in Sanford. I think that's 301 First Street, something like that. It's like 301, I think it's just First Street in Sanford. That's the address. So.
And that's actually this Friday.
That's this.
And
Friday
that's for the.
That's for the All-Star week. Yeah, it's like a meet and greet. You know, come out and meet the players, hang out, get some drinks.
So are you guys doing the contest on the same day as the game?
No. So what do you want on what contest?
Contest.
Everything gonna be in one mode. Yep.
So all of that is on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So just to outline it, there's going to be a meet and greet if you're interested on Friday night.
The night
7. We said.
No. That's like a regular night for them. So it's like 9 p.m. 9:30. Yeah.
Okay.
Until you're ready to go home. They close at like 2, but until you're ready to go home prior to that.
You're gonna be there too, right?
I was gonna slide early.
If I got some legs.
Then we have on Saturday we have the All-Star game, but in addition to that, there's going to be a dunk contest. Bubba and I are going to be judges among others, and a 3-point contest, which will have an objective winner. Any other festivities, shenanigans? Mayhem, if you like to say.
Tomorrow, you can catch us out on Black Addict again. You can follow my boys Twan D's YouTube page,
Okay.
Mud TV. We're gonna be at Black Addict again. Like I said, we're just doing a little press run just to get people familiar on who we are as Tony Howard Project, and who we are as the GM5 League, and why we started what we started. You know what I'm saying? So,
And this is the inaugural GM5 League season, correct?
yeah.
And in the past, you guys had run the Put Up a Shut Up tournament.
Yep, that was.
But this is kind of the first stab at league play.
Yep.
And from your perspective, I guess what was kind of the idea of kind of doing a league versus doing the tournament you guys have done in the past?
You want to take it?
We just wanted to just try something different. We've been wanting to do the league for a long time, but we just didn't think we were ready, and anybody else was really ready for it yet. So that we finally just decided one day that we were going to do it. We had enough people finally. We want to see more people following us, and then we just went from there.
Okay. Now, your league is different than any other men's league I've been a part of.
Yeah.
The typical scenario is, get your team of guys, sign up to the league as a group, and go play.
Yeah.
But your format is different now,
Got
and
my
correct me
five.
where I'm wrong. It started with the concept of a team gets together with 5 players,
Yeah.
no more than 5.
Yeah.
And they essentially had a screening that I was at where you either pass mustard or not as far as having the quality to be in the league.
Yeah.
And then to fill out your roster, there's an open combine for players who come out, essentially play pickup and show what they have. And then the team principals can draft among that free agent pool to fill out their rosters.
Yep.
That came from because when we were doing the Put Up a Shut Up,
Yeah.
everybody there always said, "Well,
Had
I would
something to
win if I had my 5. If I
was
had
able to
my
bring
people,
Oh,
they would win."
That's how I got my 5 started.
Yep.
Like people like because GM5 stands for Got My 5 for those that don't know. That's why I
And the
got
shirt
my
said-
5 shirt.
Okay.
Because shout out to my man Jeff Jones. He actually coined that phrase because, like he said, during Put Up a Shut Up, we got a lot of people. Because Put Up a Shut Up is a tournament where you come in individually and go through a draft. So we had that draft and combine concept already.
But it wasn't with the 5.
With the 5, you come in by yourself. So a lot of guys, they would talk a lot of smack.
I
about
see.
being
I
a hooper.
see.
And we'd be like, all right, well, can you do it without your boys? You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, you can play against your boys and prove that you really that. And if you know what I'm saying, if they beat you, then what do I say about you? So when we started the league, it was like, okay, well, look, we can let them bring their 5 because everybody was hitting us with, well, I got my 5. But the truth is, people don't have a bench. When I see teams get put together, like you got a team. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of the guys that deal with the Ace League, they have players, But a lot of the rec league style guys, it just became a thing where it was like the same. You see the same boring concept with the rec leagues. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Guys bring guys that they know can't hoop like that, but they just trying to fill out a roster. You know?
Yeah, it is always. I mean, from being around the men's league, it's always funny because, you'll see teams that guys put together and they really don't have any clue of what they're going to face in the league.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like oh yeah, me and my friends are pretty good at the park.
Yeah,
stay at the fucking park because you guys can't play.
Meanwhile, there's a returning champion team, or there's a 2-time returning champion team in the league.
Yeah, that's a big difference is to have a team that actually can play together and at the right level.
Yeah.
I mean, to win the Ace League is a whole different level than to win the Winter Park League or whatever.
So forth.
Yeah, so you got to match the level.
So let me ask you guys this. So speaking of the players and the league and how it's formatted, right?
Yeah.
So when I look at it on the outside looking in, I see a niche, right? I see a good niche for the average Joe type of guy. As I talk to T off camera, the park guys, stuff like that, players like that to come in and be able to play organized basketball. Okay. And I do think that is a good niche, but you have a mix of guys that could really play, you know what I mean? Like college ball, high level rec leagues, overseas, stuff like that you see in it. So what I want to ask is where do you guys see this league transitioning to? Do you want to get more of all park average Joe type of guys, or do you want to get more and more high level guys in this league?
So we crossbreed. One of our biggest things is, like you see on his shirt, say no resume, no favoritism. That's no disrespect to anybody else that's got something going on that highlights the resumes and where you've been and what you've done and who you play with. But for us, everybody's an average Joe. So whether we get him from the park or whether we get him coming fresh up from overseas, like you know what I'm saying, you're not in the NBA. So the way we look at it is anybody that's not in the NBA is an average Joe. There, you know, we what we do is we strip you of your titles. So when you come to us, you got to regain them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why a lot of people they see an average Joe type of player and they're like, man, how you got this guy playing in it? And I know I'm elite. I play here, here, here. And I'm like, because when I look at the NBA, I don't see all elite players. I see guys that look like Bill Cartwright. I see guys that, you know what I'm saying, guys that just fill the roster. Like, you know, you need guys to just fill in roles. And sometimes that comes with an average Joe looking person. Sometimes that comes with giving a guy a shot and say, well, look, you know, he only rebounds. Well, hey, bro, you ever thought that maybe that could help your team? Like that's all he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So you get the combine for that aspect. So instead of getting guys that do what they want to do, you actually let them play and you say, well, look, we're gonna take away the points during the showcase. We ain't gonna let points get calculated. You know, so that way now if you chucking threes from half court, that's just on you. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't necessary. But you're gonna start to see more of a true what the person can do. So those average Joes start to actually highlight you because they're like, look, he ain't going out here just chucking threes, bro. He running up and down the court, hustling on defense. He's doing what I want somebody to do, but because this man has a name and a title, he ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
No,
I
to an
tend to
extent,
believe
yeah,
that
to an extent,
that there's levels to this,
yeah,
and you know that there's guys that are just on higher level. Everyone finds a level, you know, and to that end, you know, there are guys that are pro levels in the NBA. There are guys that are pro levels overseas. There are guys that were good college players and they've now prioritized making a career doing something else, but they still like to hoop. And because of the pedigree and the background they have, they understand how to play in a way that's higher than the typical average Joe. And there's dudes that played up to high school and they have a certain resume and background to that. I look at it not to say that like that the resume defines the person completely, but I do think the resume means something because it means a certain level of experience you've attained in the game and a certain understanding typically that comes with that. Because when you go and as a former high school coach, when I would get guys who come into high school setting and they've been in a good AAU setup, they are more ready to play basketball from a decision making standpoint, a skill standpoint, a physical standpoint, than a guy that's maybe just played in the local rec league in the neighborhood or played at the closest park.
yeah.
There's just something that you learn in those settings that has value to your understanding to play the game. And so I look at it like there's definitely levels to that they don't have to be respected in the sense, oh man, you did this.
Yeah.
You know, if you played college basketball, but you put on 55 pounds,
Yeah.
and you're not that same guy anymore, that is what it is.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's a certain your experiences matter.
I think
in that
I don't want it to get confused when we say that because you have a guy like Greg Dorellis, right? That's on FYBA. You look at the old picture. Remember the picture you sent me in the WhatsApp? You look at the picture of Greg. You know that had to be when he was in his early 20s, maybe. You know what I'm saying? College days.
Well, I coached Greg in high school.
Yeah. So
he was Greg's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
He was literally a 6'5" freshman in the band.
Oh, see, shout out my band guy.
And Coach Kirshner at the time, he approached him and was like, "Hey, son, have you thought about playing basketball?" And Greg literally at that point was extremely uncoordinated, ran as though he were wearing snowshoes, and I'm not lying, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like had a hard time catching a basketball. He put work into it. He got to a point where he was by his senior year a pretty good high school player. He got a scholarship to, I believe, Charleston Southern.
That's pretty good.
Limited role. Played there limited role, but got free school.
Yeah.
And and now he's a guy that still enjoys playing, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's put on weight. A lot of things in his life are more important than basketball right now, and that's fine. And honestly, I think like the DM5 league is a good league for him.
Yeah, because it gives that balance of guys. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It gives that balance of guys who, like I say, kind of come back in return, like maybe overweight, maybe mentally not into it. They just have things going on, but you can easily work your way back into the game of basketball through GM5 just because of the small things that we add into it to make us not like a typical league. not to just show up and play basketball. You know, we try and communicate with the players. A lot of players I know I talk to like Bob. You know, I have mental conversations with Bob about, you know, just anger issues and things like that. Like we really try and connect to where it's not just the regular league. So those resumes and stuff, that's why we say to us it doesn't really mean nothing, because we want to get to know you as a player. We want to get to know you as a person, like who you are. Because otherwise, guys are going to come in cocky, like, oh, I did it. That's cool. You can hoop. You can dunk. You know, you 6'8". I would hope so. You know, but the reality is, if I put you up against this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just going to show that he wants it more than you. You might be better than him, but he's going to show that he wants it more than you, and that's going to impress me. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make me say, well, look, he might have a career, because that guy might end up being 22, 20, 18, because that's who we register with, you know, 18 or 23.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What I want to shout out to Ball, because I've known him for a couple of years now, and I do feel like he's maturing a bit.
Yeah, he definitely is.
It's not a direct straight line path. There are setbacks at times, but I just want to say I think he's maturing. I think he's on a good path. And then also props to him, Defensive Player of the Year in the Ace League.
Yeah, big shots to that. That man's cool.
That was
straight from the park with it. Come on,
impressive.
Barnett, baby.
But the other thing I was going to say, and I don't know if you guys know the data, what is the average age of a player in the GM5 league? So I know I have to be among the oldest.
No. You probably up there. You probably up
I am.
next to Sean,
no doubt.
Next to Sean, because you got Sean.
I think I'm older than Sean. There's the one big guy
on the church league, right?
The white guy.
Yeah, on the church league. He's up there.
We might have an age off.
No, average age is probably, because the guys that we came with was a mixture of guys from our tournament. So a lot of those guys have been lingering over for, you know what I'm saying, with some of the new faces. And a lot of those guys wanted to start their own team. So average age is probably, I want to say like 25, probably like 25, 27.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 25. But we register with the younger. Like every time you see us like bring in guys, it's going to be like 22, 23, 18. You know what I'm saying? 19,
what I was thinking about, like from almost like a marketing standpoint, is like, for you guys to look at guys that are not too removed from high school, but aren't necessarily playing college ball, but still like active and younger and maybe fit, and that need an outlet to play ball.
Yep.
And here's the other thing I think that is important to know, and like you kind of addressed this by getting to know the people. Being involved in basketball, just personally, I've met some of the best people I've met in my life. And some of these kids, younger guys, 18, 19, 20, 21, they're out of high school, maybe they're in college, maybe they're part-time college, maybe they're not even in college. It's important for those guys to stay connected to adults that are doing positive things.
Yeah.
And I think that like, honestly, I would almost look at marketing and targeting to those guys, and give them, somewhere to do something and to just connect with people, and I think it would be really a good idea in that regard.
So what would you guys say to a person that says, "Oh man, GM5, they got trash players in that league, man. I'm not going to be bothered with that league," or whatever the case may be?
I would say, honestly, bro, we don't rap, we don't talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't do a lot of conversation.
We actually had that already.
Yeah,
like, there's some people that played in our put up or shut up that said they came to apologize to us and said they were sorry because they slept on our league.
Yeah,
okay. Be there on the next one. But.
Yeah, because we push our guys, man. A lot of people don't know that, but we push our guys, whether it's in the combine and we don't have a referee there, or just the way I talk to you verbally, like we push our guys. We don't. So that way, when you do get a chance to go play for Pedro Pati in the Ace League, your mindset didn't go to college for that resume, but you understand the game 20 times better than anybody that just came into a rec league. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we do. We because the older guys are the hardest ones, because they stuck in their ways, and we get it. But we try and talk to them and say, well, listen, bro, you really don't know everything, and all we trying to say is, if you do this, you know what I'm saying, your game can last a lot longer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what it is. But yeah, we'll tell them pull up. That's it, bro. We got every type of session for anybody out there that feel like they're gangster enough to get on that basketball court with us. You can pull up. We do 5 a.m. runs. All right, we do afternoon runs. We do early morning runs. We do before we go to work and clock in for break. Well, however you want to look at it, pull up. That's it.
And these runs, again, just to clarify, these aren't the part of the actual league schedule or anything.
This is just,
but these are opportunities
to be seen.
And some of the guys that are in the league,
they can bring their team out
and bring the squad. Yeah, we done had that too. We did hoop sessions. We used to do these over the gyms called hoop sessions. We had guys that we ain't gonna put them out there. We had guys pull up that swore up and down, y'all bring my 5, man. We're gonna kill y'all boys, man. I can promise you, The dudes left and went back to their side of town. You know what I'm saying? They don't respond because I hit them up on the social media and be like, yo, when you gonna pull back up? What's up, bro? Like, what's up? Like, when you gonna pull back? Like, I want that type of energy because again, like, people like to pop that. You know what I'm saying? And I come from a culture of the Edgewater Hoop Squad. Like, you know, I grew up around those guys. So for me, you know, I love the game of basketball. When I signed up, no, I'm not. But my brother's best friends are all Edgewater High School. You know, Reggie Ford, rest in peace, Vic. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole squad. But that's something that's dear to me, and that's something that's dear to Howard. It's hooping life, so you can't claim that you hoop without pulling up.
Now, and just to close things up on the league, till we switch conversations here. What is the, as far as this season so far? What is one thing that you could say is an overwhelming, like positive, something maybe you didn't see it going so well, and then one thing that you guys want to fix, correct, or get better for the next season?
Yeah, kind of both ends of the spectrum. Instead, something maybe that you didn't quite anticipate it would be the way that it was, and now you're looking at it going, oh wait, this was better than we thought, or maybe this was good.
I think it went a lot smoother than expected. I thought we were gonna have a lot more problems, but our only hiccup was always bagging a ref. You know what I'm saying? That was probably the toughest thing for. We did not realize it was gonna be that hard and that difficult to get a ref
on a consistent basis.
So it was like we couldn't keep the same refs every week. So you know you'd have problems sometimes with that. Sometimes we had to go with one, but we always had someone there to ref the games, which you know that was good for us. But I say that was probably the toughest thing for us.
I think for me the toughest thing, aside from that, because the ref was definitely hard. Well, not the toughest thing. I'm sorry to say there's one thing you say we didn't expect. I think the team camaraderie.
That's it.
You know, you talk about mixing a combine and then a midseason draft. You know, a midseason combine that can mess up a lot of camaraderie, and a lot of guys don't like to be shifted. You know, we also had trades. We do trades in our league. A lot of people leagues don't do that.
I was traded.
Yeah, so you was traded. You know what I'm saying?
For the better.
Yeah, for the better. I still feel like that was a bad. I personally feel like if that man said, "Yo, I want Brian Pink," you got to give me Mike G. You got to give me somebody that's worthy, because Shane is not the type of person you just give it. Oh, that's my boy. Yeah, it was a terrible trade. But I think the team camaraderie.
Can we just say that I'm probably averaging about a point and a half a game?
Yeah, but it's a reason. Yeah, it's a reason though. But I would say team camaraderie. But yes, definitely the struggle is getting referees, and that's something I think we definitely started working on. Working on that. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta lock in Terrell.
Yeah, we got Terrell. Terrell.
I mean, he's been the last couple weeks or whatever.
Yeah, we got Terrell. We got Terrell. I just need everybody to realize how credible these guys are. They work hard.
Yeah. You know. What? Oh wait. We'll talk about team camaraderie. Like, what do you guys have to say about the explosive argument on Bubba's bench?
Hey, listen, you know, being that I'm a part of a Park Legend, you know, side of my squad, we're 5 and 6, you know, playing UGK, but that situation right there, because I saw it when it happened, you know, he wasn't directing it at Bubba. To my understanding, he could have been, but what I took from him, he was just frustrated from the fact that nobody's rebounding. Like, you know, and I think that because Bubba was in his sight, that's just how Alton is. You know what I'm saying? He takes his anger out on the closest person next to him. So, and again, like, they figured it out. They, you know what I'm saying?
You understand though, they're passionate. A lot of
they're very passionate. Very passionate.
They're angry on the court, but then right after that, it's different.
Yeah, but Bubba was new to the league. I mean, new to the whole Alton vibe. So that definitely, I know, caught him off guard, because I seen his face like, wait, what a minute, bro. I wasn't even a part of that. Like, I ain't had nothing to do with it. But he was just mad though. It was because it wasn't no rebounds being made. And you know, that's stuff that we talk about on our team as well. Like, you got to get out there and do it. So,
Bubba, do you care to address this yourself? Clear the air.
No, man, I leave the team.
Come on, man.
I leave the team.
Listen, we don't talk to the media. We don't talk to the media. Park Legends don't talk to the media. We don't talk to the media. You feel me? Playoff time. We won't talk to the media. Catch us at the All-Star.
I'm very disappointed in Bubba right now.
We need to take Brian out. His whole team undefeated right now. Y'all got like one loss. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't even like sitting next to you talking about me like that. Come on, now. Move me on.
Well, when we're gonna take another quick break. When we get back, we'll talk about some of the top players in the league. Talk about, you know, what you guys are expecting during this All-Star festivity here. All right, you are on the bench with Bubba and Pink. Once again, we're with the GM5 Tony Howard Project. All righty, this right here is a close relative.
Hey, man.
Well,
Shout out
yeah.
biological brother. KP.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. You didn't know that.
That's crazy. KP is my guy, man. KP is my guy. We played this song multiple times on the bench already, but here it goes again. Yeah. You can catch that on all streaming platforms as well. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir. So fun fact, right? Oh, you got it, man. So did you know? Because I know you a big Moot Boy fan.
Yeah.
Did you know I worked on like a good portion of his project? I was the engineer.
No, I didn't know that.
I was the engineer for King Titus.
Oh, for King Titus. Oh, that's back in the day.
Yeah, I'm the engineer for King Titus. I was the engineer for King Titus 3.
Okay.
I was the engineer for some of the Mukabelli. And
3
then,
might be his best one.
Yeah, 3 was probably his best one. They say 1 was his best one, but I like.
Well, 1 is everybody gonna go to the first one
because
it's
yeah. I saw that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was a good. Move one of my niggas.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, Moot Tyler.
Yeah,
Tony Hood.
I love Moot, man. But yeah, so let's move one of y'all out. How you want to get space for? Yeah.
You don't want to leave, bro? I got you, bro. Oh. I don't talk that much. Making me look like I'm just talkative. Yeah, bro, that's what I do, bro. I be trying to calm down. How would I have me talking the whole night? I did a lot of things that make me talking in my lifetime. Me and Twan, we have no strangers to this mic. Y'all gonna have Twan on tomorrow, right? Or something like that next week?
We've been trying to lock in a date, man. We haven't locked in a date yet, though. We actually was real close to getting Lou Wayne in here, but she had a personal injury.
You got a personal injury?
What did she do? Did she stub her toe or something? Cut her foot.
Yeah, she was just out today.
But this was
She sent
pictures. Yeah, she sent pictures.
Well, she at the beach or something.
Yeah. So we'll I'll come in and okay. Yeah, we'll just go straight to like the top player.
Right. You gonna kind of intro it though?
And Mike Straight, he I don't know what happened, what they did to him. But it's alright, too.
It's all right.
All right. Yeah. You're on the bench with Bubba and Pink. Once again, we're on all podcast streaming platforms, home of sports, music, and mayhem. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on YouTube. All right, we have GM5, Tony Howard Project in the building. And we have one of the top players here and a part of the organization, Shaq. What's your full name here?
My name is Shaquille Blair. That's my full name.
Okay. You just go by Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you, before we're going to talk about some of the top players in the league and what you guys think is going to happen during these the All-Star game and the different festivities there as far as the contest. But what do you think of the league? All right, don't feel intimidated because you got T sitting right next to you. But
really.
But just speaking a little bit about what you were just hearing us talk about it. So, what is your personal feelings on it?
My personal being on the league is a dope situation. I mean, my situation started out a little rocky with how initially my team was put together.
Right.
But we were able to get a great group of guys together and make up for it. We did a good job with the guys that we were able to obtain.
So, Shaq, you were part of the original 5 on your particular team?
No.
Or no?
I was drafted.
You were drafted into it. Okay, gotcha. That's what I want to clarify. So
you were drafted and sort of like engineered the rest of the team, something like that, right?
Yeah, I was drafted pretty late, but
you should have went earlier. What you trying to say?
I should have went a lot earlier.
Okay.
I was drafted pretty late.
Let them know.
TP, he orchestrated everything to where I was able to take control of things after things got a little rocky.
Right.
And I was able to get a solid team together to and we in the playoffs.
Okay, so a late draftee turned into a great GM. Just I mean, he's wearing multiple hats over here.
A
Man.
rags to riches story.
A rags to riches story. Shout out to Rod
Hey,
Wave,
hey,
man.
hey, quick shameless plug, but that's one of them things I was telling y'all about when we actually like mentor our players and like coach them on. Because Jack never was going to be a captain in no scenario form. Like he's actually gained a lot of leadership skills doing this and learning how to work with other players and rotating substitution. Because I think that's the biggest thing with leagues. Guys come in not knowing, hey, bro, you have to rotate these grown men. And you have to know how to deal with their emotions and personalities of not wanting to show up and stuff. So,
Most definitely.
Shout out to Shaq for that.
It's tough, and I want to expand on that because the teams that that are put together with, without like a grand design, it's super tough because you don't have relationships to rely on. And honestly, on the team I'm on, I literally think they wanted me because they knew I just would be okay with not playing or playing a full game if we were shorthanded, and they recognize that and they're like, we're cool with that, but a lot of the teams don't have that. They have guys that they all think that they're dogs, and some of them are puppies, some of them are just dog shit. But it is what it is. But yeah, no, that's a major thing to have to deal with.
Exactly. All right, so let's put Shaq on the hot seat here, man. This is a very, very hot seat. All right.
I can take it.
All right. So first, let's go through the All-Star festivities since that is a major topic here. All right. Now, do you need the list of? I can pull it up. It's right here. I can go straight to T-Page here. As far as let's start with the 3-point contest. Are you a part of the 3-point contest? Because you can shoot now. You got a burner on you now.
Yeah, you're part of that.
He got one of those shots. It's a high arcing shot. I like it. Yeah. I noticed that. I wanted to tell you about it. All right. So the 3-point shootout. You can't pick yourself. All right, let's take that out.
Yeah, why you can't pick
He can't pick yourself.
Hey, no. He can do the Larry Bird. I think
okay.
Come in second.
It is a Dom, all right, from Park Legend. Shout out to Dom. You have Jeff Jones. I know Jeff.
Jeff will light it up.
Jeff is a talkative guy too. He would have been nice on here.
Jeff will light it up.
Shane, all right.
Shane's a sniper.
And Shaq. So you got those 4. Some of the guys, first of all, is there any guys in the league that felt like they should have been in this contest? Anybody hit you?
3-point contest? No, I don't think I got hit.
You don't think you got hit?
And that surprised me too. I thought I was going to get a lot.
Because I'm thinking you picked
snipers.
the right guys got picked. I'm looking at the other names on here.
Yeah, they got voted though.
They got voted by.
Yeah, that was.
I know. It was a total league vote, so it's not like just one person picked these people in here.
Well,
Ant would have had a chance.
That's a testament to the people not being completely delusional.
Don't you think Ant would have had a shot? Ant would have had a shot.
He got voted.
He had a chance.
You're talking about 3-point shooting. Ant's not like.
No. He's not. Yeah. He's not. Oh, and then you got Mike, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you can't pick 4 from the same. You can't pick all that. With 3-point shootout, we do 4 separate teams.
So you can't have 2 representatives from the same team.
2 representatives.
Did Mike get votes though?
Yeah, Mike got votes.
Okay, because he got a jumper. But Shane's a better in that.
Pure hitting shots.
Because they got Dom too, so well, y'all got Dom.
Yeah.
Too, so.
All right. So out of those 4, like I said, Dom, Jeff, you, and Shane.
So you can't pick yourself.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Said you can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I overruled that.
Yeah, he overruled me, man.
I'm definitely the favorite. But
Okay.
What Pink said, pick the second. I like, man, it's actually a tough list to go off because everybody on here got a burner. But if I had to choose somebody, stationary, I think Jeff has been hitting a lot of wide open shots.
Stationary,
like
definitely.
As far as just setting up and squaring up, I think Jeff is that guy.
Okay.
Shane actually has a burn on him too, but I'm saying I'm gonna go with Jeff though.
I got Shane team win all day.
You got Shane?
Loyal to the
Is
home
that a
team.
bias?
He's supposed to.
I think just standing still, he knocks him down.
Now I'm gonna be completely honest now, and it's not because I'm on the team.
Come on now.
It's not because I'm on the team.
Because he's different.
Everybody
Because he's different.
Nah, I'm not being biased. Like I'm gonna be there, and I saw some of the guys on the list. Like, oh, you want to put money? I'm gonna put money on these contests. All right. I got done. I can't put money on the dunk contest because then it's an actual voting thing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But the 3-point shit, just guys got to put the ball in the hole, and I think Dom gonna put more balls in the hole. All right, now you got the dunk contest now. All right, I'm trying to remember who Caleb is. Is
Yeah.
Caleb the
He's
young guy?
That's the white guy that
Oh,
always
Caleb
gets the
can
dunk.
jump,
He got
man.
dunks, yeah, he
Caleb got ups,
He
man.
got dunks.
White man can jump, man. Anybody out there that want to know?
Yeah.
You got
It's rare, but it happens.
you got Tyson, who I want to end here today. You got Dom again, and Noel. All right. So who you got out of those four?
And I'm going with Tyson. Tyson to put down some crazy dunks.
But has he though, or is he just dunked?
No,
I
I
think
think
him.
in a contest, I think Tyson walks away with
Yeah.
With the dunk?
He has swag too. You can't like.
He's got swag. He's got better bounce than the other guys to me.
Dom tried to dunk on Brown backwards, 2 hands.
Oh,
Looks
I
like
didn't see
did?
that.
Dom.
I didn't
Are we
see- I
not
didn't
gonna
see that.
overlook the fact that Dom is trying to catch a body on?
All right, now take the bias out of this. Now.
No.
You can't pick him for everything.
What I'm saying is,
Did he get it done though?
No, he didn't get it done. I'm
Well,
gonna give you
then,
that. No.
dang.
What I'm saying is creativity wise. We talking about a dunk contest.
But
Tyson
but
does.
that's my point, though. I think in a dunk contest, I think
he
gonna bring
gets you with
something
the
out.
high flying. He gets you with
But
the.
I think
look how high
he's
I
going to
can-
bring something out that we haven't seen.
I
think
give you
his
that.
game dunks-
Hey, listen. I'm not knocking
Yeah.
nobody. I want to see it.
No, I think his game dunks are one thing, but I think that to me he dunks so effortlessly and has such bounce.
Yeah, no, it's
He's
definitely
got the
up.
ability to create stuff that will be impressive.
What you think, Shaq?
I with Pink.
He went with Tyson.
You low key want to
Tyson.
play with the kid. I know.
That's my guy. Listen, I'm not
tampering
tampering. I'm not tampering.
Tampering.
That's my guy. I'm not tampering.
All right, y'all on that line.
And shout out to Pink for not bringing it up, but man, Tyson dunked on me, man.
I
Oh.
did.
Tyson
I
caught a
won't
body.
say
Hey, listen, we'll
Tyson
talk
caught
to
a
you.
body on me, man. You know, and it was that was actually a more crunk moment than me
Yeah, I was
Alton on the
talking
bench.
trash,
It was,
trash.
yeah, because I couldn't just I couldn't just let that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, be like that. Because Tyson, like I say, he got a lot of swag, got a lot of mouth.
Yeah.
So not only did that, it didn't just end there. Then he tagged me on Facebook. I'm not even friends with him on Facebook. I don't even know how he was able.
He had to hunt you down.
Yeah.
Y'all got Bubba on y'all page?
Santos found me that same day, and he added me, and I'm like, this is a little weird,
Look at
but
that.
we in a
Look-
GM5 league, so it's like okay, and it was because of that. They
Look
wanted
at that
to
team
tag.
camaraderie right there. They like work together to find Bubba.
just
Yeah, we
just
did.
for the highlight. They done cut the highlight up themselves.
Yeah.
Santos like texted, I found him.
Oh yeah, hey, listen. And speaking of that, what you just said, like
Last
that's
name is Brown.
for us, not like with us using the live feed. So we started out using the live feed to do like stat
Right.
verification, and that turned into something where players could actually review their games.
Mhm.
So what I started to realize is, like you said, with the players, they would cut up and edit their own videos and send them to us and be like, "Yo," and it's their own highlight reel. And to me, it was like it started to show you, like again, like the league blossoming on its own. It's like, yo, like we don't have the cameraman like a lot of these other people got. We ain't got that. We just gonna grow it ourselves until we get it.
You
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
that's a good point. I can't lie. I do watch my game. Because I do want to see, like, for me, I look at it as like, okay, was I decent today or was I shit? You know, and you be honest with yourself. It's like, oh, you know, hey, I had these turnovers or whatever, or no, I actually didn't make any mistakes. It's pretty positive.
But a lot
I
of
definitely do that.
yeah, I mean, a lot of leagues, don't have that live feed.
No.
No.
I mean, they have the videographers come out and then
unless,
they cut up tape.
Unless Darvis happens to be a person. Part
Yeah, Darvis gonna hold the camera up.
Darvis be live streaming everything.
Yeah. Why you subbing out? You coming in? Okay, all right. Shout out to Darvis, man. He's actually been a somebody who's been stepping in and trying to like talk to us about, you know, our movement and what we got going on. Because since we came over to the Orlando side, you know, shout out to Jeremy. Jeremy McCray. He put us into a lot of these people. Darvis, Kevin. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are like affiliated with the upper echelons of the basketball culture and society. And you know, the fact that we're actually walking our ways in the door through the back door, I think it's a blessing that, you know, we got people standing behind us like that. So I shout out to Darvis for that. You know, you hold the camera in craziest way and just be doing all the commentating.
I'm just glad he keeps his video live to basketball.
Oh, you know what, Pig, and I wanted to ask you: are you going to have mics for us there? We got to figure out a way to get a mic
Yeah,
system, man.
so normally what we do is we'll have a DJ. We have 2 DJs that's on our team, but again, you know, we got, you know, so much stuff going on as far as financials. It just depends because we will rely on a DJ to have that. Normally, we would have a DJ would have it. So if we don't have a
gotta have some
DJ
mics.
scenario, We just gonna rock out. I mean, I don't think you need a mic. It would help because we normally have a host with all of our stuff, you know. But again, that usually comes with a DJ, unless somebody wants to volunteer their time and pull up on us. You know what I'm saying? Holler at us. You know, we work it out. You know, we got people that can cook. Shaq can cook. You know what I'm saying? He can make
Shaq
y'all
in the
a meal.
kitchen?
I didn't know that was your
Hey,
skill
look,
set too.
you know,
That's
nah,
one of them.
listen, you know, whatever y'all need, we can do it if we can't financially take care of you. But no, if that's something that somebody wants to volunteer, we're welcome to that. You know what I'm saying? But we're not one of those people to just ask. You know what I'm saying? And just come out like.
I think it would add a lot though.
It would.
to-
No,
to-
it would.
you
It
know,
would.
'cause
But
it's, you know.
we got a lot going on with the All-Star
Yeah,
game because it was something new. We just want to do what we can, you know, without making ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Because we still got the playoffs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, and with GM5 going 15 weeks, you know, it's another thing. A lot of leagues do 8 weeks, we do 15. It's a lot that goes into making sure every week refs, you know, you got some leagues that don't have refs show up every week, you know,
Right.
And that people don't realize how big that is. So for us to be up every night doing all of that, you know what I'm saying? That becomes a financial, mental burden. You know, even though the league has already put out a fund with the registration, you still have to take care of things that constantly go on. And I don't think people realize that when they pay their registration, they're like, "Oh, I paid this. It's cool, bro."
Yeah, but things do come up.
Yeah,
Things do come up.
But if we welcome to that, if y'all got some ideas, we can sit down because again, like it just takes for us to get one of our DJs to pull up. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna be, you know,
Pull up on me.
pull up.
Now, all right. Now, get to the All-Star game.
That's good.
All right. So, who made the teams? I know it's a vote, but who actually put players on these teams?
Team,
Yeah.
So the teams came from Jeremy McCray, the coach of Team Sean Jackson, and Coach Phil Arelis of Seth Hilton. Those two teams are basically two players that passed away. Seth Hilton was a player that played for the Florida Flight. He took his own life earlier this year. He was a part of our Put Up or Shut Up tournament, aka the franchise. You know, we even named one of our we've been named our 3-point shootout and Put Up or Shut Up after Seth. Because you know, again, like he was supposed to be on Shane's team that won that season. But a couple of days after he actually took his life, so we named one of the teams after him. That's actually Caleb, the white boy. That's his best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna rock his number and his name on the back of the All-Star game. Sean Jackson is somebody who grew up, played ball with Ant in high school, just kind of like he's familiar to the Seminole County area. Just everybody knows Sean. Really good basketball player, really big dude. It's my sister's best friend's fiance, late fiance. You know, they was high school sweethearts. So, you know, I kind of look at Sean as like one of my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to name one of the teams after him. But Phil Arelis and Jeremy McCray picked the teams in the toss-off the other night.
Like one for one.
Yeah, they do.
Toss-off are we talking
We
about?
did a toss-off with a coin toss-off. It was basically coin toss-off, like my dog Howard said, sponsored by Ciroc. He kept throwing that out there the whole time. But we did a toss-off. We had them because you know they both had some stuff to do, so we had to do a remote. But we did a toss-off, coin toss-off. See who gets first pick. After that, we just let them go one pick after another, picking the eight players for their roster. You know what I'm saying? Out of the 16, the top 16. You know, so
it's a pool of 16,
and
they just drafted alternately.
And this is in the order that they drafted
in the order they drafted in.
I mean, you know, this is Shane, my guy, but he went a little too high, man.
You think so?
Shane went high. Shane went too high.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Shane went number 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, on that team, let's just go by it because that's the first team on here.
Would be 7th or 8th overall.
But still, I mean, okay, so you have Ant went number 1.
Yeah.
I think that's too high, but we'll get to that.
The first was Phil Arelis. He had the first pick, so Braun went first.
He went with Braun. That's okay. I'm okay with that.
And then
he went with Ant. Yep. All right. Shout out to Ant. These are, you know, he's a couple of my guys, but that's, you know, he should have went. Okay. And now you got Tyson. Okay, went 2. Then you got Bob went 3. Yeah. I'm just saying, like on this team.
Yeah.
Shane, Todd Chandler. I'm guessing that's
the tall dude gonna take the cell.
Yeah, the center.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't get him the ball enough ever. I always say that.
Yeah.
They do it for the first quarter, and then they be in the game, and then he doesn't see the ball after that. Then they lose by 25.
He dropped 21 on us.
But seriously, that's how their games go. Then you got Larnell. I like Larnell.
I love Larnell.
I like Larnell. He's just, you know, that team doesn't have a lot of talent on it, but they fight.
That the church guys?
Yeah, that's the church guy.
That's the young kid.
The young dark-skinned guy. He's solid, man.
But here's the thing. I'm actually mildly disappointed in him when I first saw him when they had the original thing, he looked a lot more impactful.
Polished, right?
And then in the games, maybe just because
He doesn't insert
he's
himself
never,
a lot.
To tell y'all the truth, that's a church that got together because they're an actual church and they wanted to run with their guys because they felt comfortable, but they've
Right.
never been in a league form like this before.
Yeah. I
think it was a shock thing for him.
Yeah, for sure. And I
Yeah.
maybe he's young, but yeah, I mean, he's
Yeah.
got some talent, but I just think he doesn't. He could be more impactful.
Hey, listen, Larnell, you're more than welcome to come to Park Legends. We'll take you in and groom you. I like the kid. The kid is long.
No, I do,
loopy.
but
yeah, no, I know
if
what you mean.
I was coaching him up, I would
Yeah.
be, yo.
He would sit in the back roster and work his way in.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Which one is John again? John Kerry? Which one
John
is that?
Kerry is the hype went on John Roofing. How do you describe John in the game setting? Because he ain't got no colorful hair and nothing this time around.
They don't have that many guys should be in the
Nah,
All-Star
they-
game.
yeah,
They
they
only
don't.
got like they got Braun.
Yeah, he's one of the most consistent players.
Is
on the
they?
team.
Are they?
John
Is
to
it?
hit the three.
No, they got him. They got the shooter, the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And then the college kid that's trying to go to college, he's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
third
yeah,
best.
yeah.
But when you talk about consistency,
Wait,
though,
they got 4 guys in this, and that doesn't include the
That doesn't-
guy trying to play college.
That's crazy. No, that's I don't
Ron
know
kinda
who voted for this.
well, Ron kind of.
I mean, shout out
Yeah.
to John. I ain't trying to want no smoke, but that's inaccurate, man. That's just inaccurate.
Ron kind of went a little silent though. He didn't really get a lot of votes.
Who that?
Like Ron O'Fell, the one you talking about, the college kid.
Yeah, but Ron is better than John.
No,
Is that correct?
I'm not.
Oh, you wouldn't go that far?
Because I don't go that far because I think that John consistently will give you heart hustle and points. When Ron,
But this is an all-star game. We don't want
Yeah,
heart
no,
hustle.
You want to reward them. You don't
Yeah,
wanna
but you gotta
You
reward
don't want to
that.
reward the wrong stuff.
Yeah, because Ron, I felt like Ron did his thing in the beginning of the season, but then went quiet. But whereas I felt
And
like
Ron got a game winner.
But
Ron got a buzzer beater. Was you there?
Yeah,
Ron got a buzzer beater game winner.
yeah, he has immature moments.
He's not as consistent.
Yeah, he
as
has
should be.
immature moments. We shut
He's
him out.
not.
Ron didn't do nothing. in our
I
game.
know he
You
didn't.
gotta punish him consistency. Bob.
John Kerry would have made more noise in our game. Like he's that guy that's gonna be like spooky. That's just gonna aggravate you. Like yo.
Honestly, all right, I understand that. But they only have 2 all-stars.
Fucking Jim Carrey might have made
When you're
more
talking about all-stars, they only have 2
So
all-stars.
you saying OJR only got 2 all-stars?
Yeah, really, they only have 2
So
all-stars.
we
I'm
talking
just
Ron and who?
and the shooter.
Caleb?
No, and
You don't
and Jeff.
You don't think Caleb?
So you don't think
Caleb?
Caleb- is an all-star?
Nah. He's an all-star participant in the dunk contest.
I
I'm saying, come on, man. Let's,
keeping it a bean. Hey,
I like
look,
it.
he's keeping it real.
you know what I'm saying? It's just other people that were more, you know what I
What you
mean?
think, Shaq? What you think? Yeah, Hall. What you think?
I mean,
Who would you have picked on? Who would you have picked that's not on this list?
That's not on this list.
Who would you think?
That's the list.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
too many names. Oh yeah.
That's too many.
Well, no, that,
You won't,
those
you
are
won't
guys
be,
that are
yeah,
in, so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a
You
guy
won't
that
know.
stands out.
He won't be on
That's
there
not on this list.
It's not on.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you played against. What you can think about?
because
I think the list pretty decent.
As far as everybody on the team, like I think these are all the.
I like Don from y'all team too.
Don Johnson, yeah,
from y'all
Don Johnson.
team.
Actually,
I
and he
think-
hasn't played very frequently. But,
Yeah, and that's the
but-
thing.
No, but the guy that I would put under is Sean,
I said Sean too.
Sean from what team?
the rebounder on my
Yeah.
team.
Sean.
Oh yeah, he hasn't played
When
much.
he, but when
Yeah,
But he
when
averages
played-
like 18 a game,
Sean,
18
he's
boards.
there, he changes.
Yeah, I was
Changes
gonna say I
dynamic.
think Sean, if he actually played more games, he
Yeah.
would have been.
Yeah.
He would have been a voter.
Okay, but looking at these 2 teams, which one do you think is coming away with the
I'm
W?
going with Seth Hilton.
Yeah.
Side
He
field.
definitely got that.
I think so.
Hilton.
I think they just got an all around like unselfishness about their team. Like
I know, and once again, man, I know Shaq sitting right here next to me. But I just think the McCray team. I think the McCray team is crazy.
Yeah, it's bully like. You know,
I think it's
Bo is gonna
crazy.
definitely bully you. Bo
I don't think it's going to be.
Ant-
I don't know how it could be that close.
I don't
No,
know. but
I agree. Ant and Bulb and Tyson, they lose.
them three alone.
It's just not losing.
But they-
Not losing,
But
man.
they gotta mentally be locked in though.
When are those guys not?
Right? No,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna give you
and
Bub.
that's-
I'm gonna give you Bub.
But
And I'm gonna give you Ant.
for
But
sure, man.
Tyson be having his moments though.
I want to see Noel
but-
versus Tyson. I do want to
here's
see
what-
that.
Stephen, yeah, the brothers. Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanna
But
see
here's
it.
one of the things I'm going to say, and one of the things now, I've coached against Ant for years, literally, and have always had great respect for him. Being on his team, he does not let you not be locked in.
Exactly. He's
And
a good
that's
leader, man.
probably
He's a
the
really good
single-
leader.
Yeah, your floor general.
That's probably the single biggest thing that our team has that would account for the record we have so far. And he talks to everybody. Like
Yeah.
Dom, like Dom, super guy. He'll mentally get
Yeah,
in
he's
and out
up
of
and
games.
down. Yeah,
But
yeah.
the second he's out, Ant's on it.
Right
like
now,
he'll kick him on the bench.
Yeah.
So like he'll use a dead ball or a quarter break or halftime to tell him, and he does it in a mature, direct
Even when
way.
you guys are up 15-20, and it's
He
still
never
like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
West, you know what I mean? Defense. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is
We
not.
call Ant the Jordan of our put up a shut up tournament. He's got what, 6 rings?
Yeah.
He's got 6 rings.
But
He's
I,
a big
and that's
country.
the thing. I think if like you put him with Tyson and Bull, and Shane's gonna do his thing and hit shots, they ain't losing.
Larnell,
Oh,
Jeff.
man. I
Yeah.
like the way Bron spread that floor, man. Them passes. Bron got some good
Oh,
passes.
Bron's
we
outlet
talk about that.
passes
His
are
outlet passes are elite.
Bron,
the chart.
Bron
It's elite.
has
Off
some
the chart.
It's
extremely
elite.
good outlet
It's elite.
passes.
But he's not. As
Yeah, he don't
mentally
get up
engaged.
and down.
But he's not as mentally engaged.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you can
Physically-
take him out the game mentally.
Physically, he could dominate every minute of every game
Yeah.
if he chose to.
Yeah.
But he has never chosen to.
No,
And there's
no.
no reason to believe he's going to choose next Saturday to do it either.
Yeah, no.
not in an all-star type game.
No.
So all right, so let's get to this then. Shaq, let's start with you. Top 5 players in this league.
Am I taking myself off or no?
You yourself included.
I'm gonna go with me, Tyson.
Hold on. Let's put it in the order now.
Oh, you got to have an order.
have
You gotta have an
It's-
order.
It's, not
Top
just got my 5.
five.
No,
Top
man.
5, hold on.
I want the top 5.
Okay, 5. Overall top.
Yes, overall top.
I'm gonna go
Mm.
Ant
As what?
as the number one.
Number 1.
I'm going down.
Okay,
I'm gonna go Ant. I'm gonna go myself.
okay,
I'm gonna go Tyson,
okay,
Bond,
okay.
and Dom Douglas.
From our Part Legends.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Don getting some love.
Shout out to them legends.
TP, who do you got as your top 5?
Top 5. I'm gonna go with Ant Brooks.
Number 1.
Number 1. I'm gonna go with
Damn, you only got one.
No.
Like you just didn't have 5 minutes.
It's the way I gotta swing this next one because I gotta go Tyson. Number 2. Tyson averages about probably like 25, 30. Like he really be up. I'm gonna say 3 goes to Bron, just because he can dominate when he really wants to, and like he really facilitates the game. He opens up the shooters. What's that? 3. We'll go with my Dom because I just feel like he's just that. That's Dom Douglas for those women. For number 5, man, everybody I need is on this list. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
That's tough, man. 5. Yo, honestly, that's tough, man. Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna go with Steph. I'm gonna say Steph.
Noel.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Steph.
Everybody call him Noel, right?
Nah, I call him Steph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
Noel's his
know why
last name.
I call him Noel for some
Yeah,
reason.
like Tyson is Tyson's last name.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my 5. I like Steph. Steph's like my teammate.
Okay.
I like Steph.
You got a faster 5, Pink?
I would go Ant, Tyson, Braun,
He's fast with it.
Bull, and I would take Sean.
Okay, you would take Sean. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I got Tyson, and I got Tyson number 1 by a long shot.
Because he dunked on you.
It's not that, man. I understand Ant
Yeah, before the dunk.
Ant does have the leadership. Yeah, I had Tyson the first time I ever seen him. Before the league. I saw him at
I just used that to bring it up.
we had a church run. Was that a church? I don't know where we're at. But anyway, the phone with the mic. You gotta, yeah. So, yeah, that just touched something. It probably wasn't even the phone. Anyway, we'll be all right. I'll get to it. There it goes. Tyson, I think, can go to a much on a higher level and perform better than Ant would.
Okay.
Like I saw Ant in the Ace, I think Tyson will perform much better than that, given his abilities. I just do. Now I know that, like I said, Ant is a better leader, and he can like control the game probably a little bit better from a point guard perspective. But both of them really are off ball players. You know,
Yeah.
really.
It's not a point guard.
Yeah, he's not a point guard. He just can in certain situations. But Tyson is a much more gifted athlete. All right.
Yeah, he's only 22.
And his defense is like Ant really doesn't want to play defense. Like I understand he can, but he doesn't want to play defense.
Yeah.
Tyson can rim protect.
For me, like I need to see Tyson in a better setting. Like I need to see him play.
He plays FBA for Winter Park Storm.
Does he?
Yeah, he plays with the Winter Park Storm
Okay.
now. Yeah,
I'm banking that he will play very well in any setting you put him in, given his athletic abilities. He's not limited, and he has a jumper. He can get to whatever spot he wants to, and he's going to play defense. He's going to rim protect. He's going to get blocked, stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm eager to see him in that. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I just want, because there's always, when you get in that, because again, Ant you see in the GM5 league is not the same Ant you see in the ACE.
No.
And in the higher the league, the more you have to commit to a certain function or role, depending on who you're playing with.
And a lot of that, and I think, I mean, you know, and to give Ant, I think a lot of that too is he's seeding. What's the correct term? I did go to college, people. But he's like he's
degrees, man. Don't get it.
He's giving it to the higher level players when he's on the court with those guys. Like he was on the court with Maurice Banks and whoever else.
What?
He's allowing them to.
That's the point that I'm making. Like
he's not being assertive.
Well, but it's not even not being assertive. It's being intelligent. It's like when you get in a certain setting, you have to accept what you are in that 5-man dynamic, and that's the thing. Now, and we all want people to be aggressive, and that's great. But like you got to recognize in this group.
But when you're not being impactful, though, he's not.
No, and I get if you're not impactful, you're not impactful. That's a problem. Yeah. But I do think that there's a thing, and that's kind of my question with Tyson, is seeing him play in a higher setting. What are the skills that he brings, regardless, like that become his hallmark in the higher level setting?
Yeah,
it's one of those things. Like when you're above the level. You could do whatever you choose to do. You can handle the ball. You could do this. You could do that. When the level gets higher than you, what can I still do that helps? I'm
not gonna lie. I do want to see him go against guys that are just as quick as him, can jump just as high, and get to spots just like.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Tyson's debut game for the FBA, he dropped 26 points, 10 rebounds, and I think there's something else. No. And not to say what you're saying, but what I'm saying is I've actually seen him, like when we did the private run and we invited the Winter Park Storm, like he made those guys look like kids for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first time I've seen him.
His only flaws, in my opinion, is his immaturity to the game, and that's where Ant closes him out at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think if he starts to learn those basic, rituals, because again, he's just like Ball. He came from the street, came from the park. So he's walking into the game without.
I don't think he loved the game as much as Ant loves the game.
No, and Tyson's also a rapper too. So
what is his like? Did he play high school?
I don't know if he played high school. He's from Port St. Lucie. They down from Port St. Lucie.
Yeah,
so
it's real country down there.
Yeah, him, Steph, and Jeremiah. But I know.
And so he hasn't played any college anywhere.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
Not to my knowledge. Yeah. So that's why I think if the right people pick him up and his head is straight, because again he's only 22.
Yeah.
So, and on face value, I mean he's a Division I AA player. Like
athletically,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break here, and we'll get back in here with some national stories. It's something I am doing that's making this thing go crazy, man. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out too. Once again, you are on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We're on all podcast streaming platforms, home of sports, music, and mayhem.
All
right, this is Hot Boy with Now. We'll be right back. It's very hot.
So, well, you had some local story?
Say that again.
What were we coming back to do?
We're gonna figure that out right now.
Oh.
Anything we left out with the league?
Which anything, right? They saying nothing.
All right.
Probably next season, if guys want to do.
Yeah, when are you looking at running it back? Like
So
during
we're
the
probably
summer
looking
again?
at like we're looking at like January, February. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to put up a shut up from the back around. Okay. So, yeah, he's gonna take a little break. You know, he got another baby on the way. Let that man chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
We got that
shoot
pregnant
here.
current.
Daughter will be here like the 25th.
He just had twins.
This
Cool,
month?
Howard.
Yeah, he just had twins.
What's up, man?
Dog out there.
Damn.
I'm done. This is my last one, man.
All right.
It's kid. I'm done.
You sniffing?
Ooh.
I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about it. What you
I
done
went
though?
to the
What
appointment.
you
What you
done
Yeah,
though?
I went
What's
to
there
the-
to
he
plot?
done, but he thinking about
What
it.
more is
should've.
there to plot? What more
Just
is
for
there
the-
to
that's
plot?
a-
condom.
Oh, what?
I don't know. She could get the tubulation, man.
Yeah, right.
That works.
What happened to Aaron? I wanted to ask, what happened to Aaron though?
He's gonna put me
Yeah,
on
ask that on the-
the
ask
spot.
that-
Off, we off air, ain't
No,
no.
don't
put me on the spot, bro.
Yeah, I just want to know because I was gonna ask you.
no,
I was
ask
gonna
that
ask
on
you.
air, bro. Hey, ask
Shaq,
that on air.
Shaq, we want you to
Yeah,
talk on
ask
that.
that bit, and I'll
We
back
want
you
him.
up, bro.
We want him to be putting this.
Say like you ain't even got to speak, bro. Don't even talk to the media. I swear. I let you do all the
Put that on there,
A
Shaq.
weird one. Why didn't
Put
Corey?
that on there, Shaq.
Yeah, Corey. So Corey, here's the funny thing
You're
with Corey, right?
disappointed.
Corey felt like we were supposed to reach out to him about the G5. They're very Hollywood like. They're the resumes that we talk about. It's not really the guys that can really like the Roderick's and shit. It's just the motherfuckers that think they got it like that because of where they went and who they are. And it's like, yo, listen, that shit don't mean nothing to us. But Corey hit up. Yeah, Corey hit up one of my. Corey
Do you
let
need
Jeremy.
a special invitation?
Jeremy McCray asked Corey if he was playing the GM5 because they all come from Put Up or Shut Up. And he was like, oh, well, they didn't hit me up and ask me. Bro, he was like, bro, they're promoting it everywhere. Like, what do you mean? Like, why they got to especially ask me? You know what I'm saying? Because I asked Aaron, I was like, yo, y'all going to put a team in? They wasn't for it. But again, they like to just run the show. That's why Aaron quit. Because he can't run the show. If you ask Aaron about any other league you playing in, win a part, whatever, oh, I dropped 20 here, I dropped 40 here, I do this. But in our shit, you only drop 10.
The young boy y'all picked up was pretty good too. That's what's his name, son though, right?
Nye Williams, yeah.
Huh?
Dion, yeah.
Dion's son, right?
Yeah.
But he had to leave for school or something, right?
Yeah, he was in the senior showcase. He got like 30.
You ever seen him?
He played on the tryout.
Yeah.
30.
He was at the trial.
Yeah, the one I was in.
Oh, the one you were at.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, combine. Yeah, he was at the
He
combine.
actually passed the audition.
Yeah. Did he play good though at there?
He was solid.
Because he was really good. A couple games, he was like really good. He was on like really one game. He probably had
He
20
got
over
24
20.
last two.
Okay.
Sometimes he just be starting to move.
Yeah.
Slow burn.
Okay. Now who I didn't like is the tall light skinned guy. I don't like him.
Christian.
I don't like his game. He was at the combine that we were at.
6'6".
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
was
showed
he
him
on,
over
was he on our
potential.
team, Bubba?
I was
He doesn't-
really
Yeah.
gonna pick you up, bro.
Yeah. Was he on the other
Oh,
team?
wait. Oh, yeah.
I think he was
Probably
on.
wasn't
Yeah,
on the team I was coaching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot too much.
And dumb.
Like, man, he does this all the time.
It was 6'6".
All right, we got like 10 seconds. You are back on the bench with Bubba and Pink. Of course, we got the GM5 Tony Howard Project and our main man Shaq Blair on the bench with us. Now, really quick, Shaq, where can they catch you? And then we'll get to TP and talk about next season and things like that.
And I'm just really just playing for the GM5. But if you want to follow me on Snap, a lot of my stuff is just simple. It's Shaquille D1. And that's where I'm a simple guy. So
You got some hooping stuff on there, some family stuff on there, cooking stuff on there, funny. What you doing?
It's just me, man, and my little life that I have, my little universe.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So TP, what's going on for next season? And do you guys have a different tournament coming up before the season starts?
Yeah.
Next season starts?
So next season, after this season with GM5, we kick off our Put Up or Shut Up. We're going into season 10 with Put Up or Shut Up.
Oh, wow.
Really dope. Yeah, man. We're doing our all tournament list again. This season is going to define who makes the all tournament list, which is accumulated over 3 seasons, season 8, 9, and 10. So that's kind of a way to highlight the players. We also do Hall of Fame and all that good stuff like that. GM5.
Are there already Hall of Fame inductees? Or
Yeah, so Ant Brooks and Zachary Hall, Big Country is what we titled his nickname.
Okay.
There are our current
that
Hall of
that
Famers.
fits like a regular size condom.
Yeah. You know, they got 6 rings though. 6 rings. Pink's got a couple MVP titles, a couple Unbreakable Bulls. Well, now we call them Mamba Awards. You know what I'm saying? So there are two inductees, first two inductees. They got 6 rings. And that's hard to get. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anybody
yeah.
think they can join, put up themselves and get a ring, pull up. But next season is probably gonna jump off maybe around like February, probably like January, February, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little break, give us time to revamp, make sure things are in order, look at what did work, what didn't work, and just kind of plan for a better second season, you know what I'm saying, sophomore season with it. So yeah, so you can follow us on GM5 League. That's at GM5 League on Facebook. You can follow us GM5 Men's League. But again on Instagram, GM5 League, GM5, like exactly what it says. Again, that's stands for Got My Five for those wondering.
And so that's where they can hit you up at if they are interested in playing.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
Yeah, you can DM
or just follow you. I'm sure you're promoting as the registrations and stuff come up. So
exactly.
a way to keep yourself.
If you want to follow like all of our events, you can follow us on Tony Howard Project, TonyHoward Project. You can follow us. That's our main page. We pretty much post all our events. You know what I'm saying? Put up a shut up related. Anything we doing, we try and stay active and post something every now and again. Let everybody know what we're doing. But as far as like hitting us direct for GM5, you can go straight to the GM5 page. We'll DM you.
All right. Now to close things out, you are a Miami Heat fan, right?
You see these colors on me. Ever since I graduated from Lake Mary, I feel like these colors ain't changed on me.
So
it's been a long time since you guys been good. So
what year did the finals last year?
Were they?
Why they do it? Did he really just?
Does that count? The bubble, the thing that counted?
Oh, so now the bubble got an
No, I don't know.
Now the bubble got an asterisk.
I'm just asking.
You know what I'm talking about, bro? But LeBron ain't got an asterisk on that chip though. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's not fair.
All right, time out though. It's historically, when did you become a Heat fan? Like what season?
So I became a Heat fan in 03. I'm actually a D Wade fan. I've been following D Wade since Marquette. Yeah, the guy you hate and talk most about on your page, Bubba.
Yeah, they have a long-standing beef over Gabrielle Union.
Yeah. And Gabby's my girl, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got Gabrielle Union out here eating his booty.
Listen,
shit is that, man?
She making that man explore. Every girl make a man explore.
Explore?
I don't do it, but I'm just saying. I'm just sticking up for my dog. Make sure y'all get y'all up.
That's all right, man. If you just like your favorite player, I mean, that's all power to you, man.
I don't do that. Nah, shout out to anybody that do. I heard. Hey, I don't do that.
He's getting his booty eaten. Bubba can't even get his junk rubbed in him.
No, but I've been since D Wade to Marquette sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came into the whole like Miami thing, honestly, when D Wade left to go to Chicago, that's when I was deciding if I was gonna stay a Heat fan, because I was like, bro, they did my guy dirty. He took pay cuts after pay cuts.
Pat Riley did him dirty.
Yeah, and I was trying to understand what Pat was doing, because we still got Udonis on the bench getting like $1 million check, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like
leadership.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, they wanted the same player. They gonna be the presidents of the Miami Heat culture and organization. So why not just take care of them? So. But I remain a Heat fan, you know what I'm saying? I just like the culture, man. I like the toughness. I like the, you know what I'm saying, the aspect of it when you come there. We're the reason that Jimmy Butler is not looked at like Jimmy Butler from the Timberwolves. People didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? People thought that it was his fault. You know what I'm saying?
That was going to the Heat was massive dedication for Jimmy.
Yeah, because we need that's the type of players that we get, you know what I'm saying? So, Dame Leonard, you can come over and play with us anytime you're ready. You know, so we just throw it out there like that.
Just got Kyle Lowry.
Chill, man. I don't care who we got.
What you want?
You
gonna kick Kyle Lowry out the door?
Nah, man. We gonna run them both, man. We going up against the West Coast where they got everybody. Like, come on, man. Y'all know that's been hard since the 80s. Like, the East Coast always been going through the woes. We just happened to get LeBron for a good stretch, and the East Coast started to look good again. But before that, Jordan was doing his own thing over here, putting in work, going up against a tough West Coast squad.
You have a long-standing beef against LeBron. What did you do with those years he was down there, man?
Nah, man. Yeah, I don't have no beef with LeBron. Let me just get this correct here. My issue with LeBron, because we the same age. LeBron just he about what, a couple months older than me, or maybe a couple months older. My thing with LeBron is I feel like he don't play the hardest he should some games. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. He's a facilitator. Like his game doesn't mean he got to plow it in the hole and do certain things. But I feel like he shies away from the ball.
Ain't nothing wrong with plowing it in the hole.
Yeah, no. But I feel like he shies away in moments. You know what I'm saying? Where you would just shoot a 3 on Steph Curry in the playoffs versus just taking him to the rack. You know what I'm saying? When Steph is like this to you, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. Like your game develops, you start learning new things about your game. You start saying, well, look, I got this move, this arsenal. But I just feel like LeBron don't close out some games that he should really close out. I don't have an issue with LeBron.
That's a fair criticism.
Yeah, I just think that he doesn't close out some games and he builds and he's not the best team player in my opinion. Like he may have won chips with guys, but that doesn't mean he's the best team player. I don't think he riles his guys up to get better. I just think he just
Well, Pink and I are talking about that.
He doesn't mentor young players.
Yeah. Pink and I have spoken about that. Yeah. Like, who has he actually
he
made
got rid of
better?
Brandon Ingram. Like, he gets rid of players like the
I
young
Lonzo and those
I
guys.
get rid of Brandon.
I like Brandon Ingram.
He's a scrub.
Nice.
I like Brandon Ingram. He got rid of Andrew Wiggins. But he got him to get Kevin Love, though. I get it. It's like, okay, you want to
I didn't like the move at the time, honestly.
I didn't like that.
Wiggins is fucking ass, though.
And I didn't like the move at the time because I thought Wiggins playing with LeBron would have been better him. But again, LeBron has no history of mentoring players, and I thought it would have been a better fit with his athleticism and youth versus the rather relatively immobile Kevin Love.
Yeah.
But no, in hindsight, Wiggins is just sort of stagnated into a very average NBA player.
I love that man over there.
Below average.
State. You said below average?
Yeah. He's
average. He's consistently started on everything. That's average.
What's below average to you?
A guy who never started.
Aaron Gordon. I put him and Aaron Gordon on the same level.
Where they were drafted, their disappointments and busts.
Yeah.
If you put them in the strata of NBA players,
He's on a max.
He's overpaid, but I'm saying take away the contract, take away the draft. He's a consistent starter in the league. That's just an average player.
Okay.
That's
if you put it like that.
That's what I meant by that. Yeah. Overpaid and a bust relative draft is 100%.
Shaq, you roll with the Heat too?
No.
Who do you roll with?
I'm a terrible Orlando Magic fan.
Oh,
with the guys I was talking about
that
earlier.
Very sad.
How do you remain a Magic fan? I really want to know this.
Because I'm loyal to the city. This is I always been a T-Mac fan.
T-Mac's been gone for like 20 years.
The city got a arena football team too. You can do that. They straight.
Are the Solar Bears still
They straight now. I don't know. You got a soccer team too now. They real straight.
I mean, hell, if you like the city, you can just be a fan of Rachel's.
I'm trying to tell you, look.
We're a fan of Rachel's.
They consistently deliver more.
We're going to get it together.
Y'all got to get rid of that organization and that office.
Yes, it's always been a front office.
And then y'all don't never get a good player. Like y'all, the people y'all draft be like, why? That's the question I always ask myself. Like, what y'all gonna do with him? It's not. Y'all need to go. I thought y'all would have got DeMar DeRozan.
Cole is something.
No, he's great. I like him, and I like
Cole
the fact
Anthony.
that he doesn't follow his dad's footsteps. I didn't know he was Greg. What's his name? Anthony's son.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Cole Anthony. Greg Anthony.
No, I know Greg. What's wrong with Greg Anthony? He was a part of the UNLV.
No. I didn't. I like the fact that he didn't, because some people use like they try and follow their father's footsteps and it doesn't add up. He built his own journey by just. I didn't know Cole Anthony was related to and I thought that was dope. I was like, because I just started following Cole Anthony for Cole Anthony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I knew it was his son. I mean,
I didn't know.
To me, they both make it to the league. They both play guard.
I didn't know. But Greg Anthony,
until further notice, Greg Anthony's the better player.
Yeah, no. He's tough. Yeah, no, he's tough.
Yeah, but Cole's on trajectory, man.
He on his way.
What you think? How you feel about Markelle?
Markelle Fultz?
Yeah,
that ain't good.
I think
that's why we got Jalen Suggs.
To come in and take that.
I don't think Markelle Fultz is going to be with us too much longer.
Really?
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see that.
He's too injury prone.
He is injury prone.
He's not at where he was. Like the type of player he was coming in, he's not that.
J. Cole gave him a big shout out, man. He kind of let him down. You know, Markelle kind of let him down with that, man. Yeah, but the Magic has a ways to go. Miami, they'll be in the play-in tournament mix, and maybe they'll get a
Don't do
chance.
us like that. You a Philly fan. You need to tell Ben to answer the phone. That's what you need to do. You need
Pick
to
up
be
the
on first
phone,
plane.
baby.
He went to. Did he go to the playoffs?
I mean, Bubba.
Did he go to a playoff game?
Who that?
You.
Nah.
You didn't catch a playoff game.
Oh yeah. In
you
Atlanta.
caught it.
In Atlanta.
You
Yeah.
caught a playoff game. You
Yeah.
should have talked to Ben then. Look, man.
The Atlanta series.
Bubba goes to women, Ben goes the entire franchise.
Facts, man. Facts.
Yeah. But I don't know what we're gonna do with
Studied
that.
under you.
I know, right?
He probably watched the show.
But yeah, I mean, now I have a new player a new person that I hate in life more than Dwayne Wade. It's Ben Simmons, man.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Who's your third most hated person?
No, it's just those two guys.
Only
man.
two.
Yeah, only
Send him
two.
to Chicago. The Bulls need him.
You need a Mount Rushmore
Like, nah.
of hatred.
Send his ass to China somewhere. But yes, man, that has been the show. We'll go ahead and wrap things up, man. Any last words for you guys?
I want to say big shout out to everybody in the GM5 League. Shout out to my partner Howard. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy John Casito. He wanted me to give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is making moments for a lot of players that never had these opportunities. So I want to make sure they got a big smile when I see them because they live in these moments right now. So shout out to my boy John Casito. Shout out to the OJR. Shout out to Team Win. Shout out to Part Legend. Shout out to FYBA Squad. Shout out to Kingsman. Shout out to Grind for it. Who else I'm missing? Take this L. Hey, listen, shout out to Take This L. They still showed up every game and took every L. And y'all gave them the first win. Y'all gave them the first win with a forfeit. But yeah, man, shout out to all the teams, man. I hope I didn't leave a team out. If I did, I apologize. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brian Pink. Shout out to Bubba for y'all being a part of the league and just playing in it and just, being a part of it from what y'all doing right now. So shout out to everybody, man.
All right, you have been on the bench with Bubba and Pink. We'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully, we get Lil Wayne or
Lulu.
Her foot is healed by now. We're supposed to maybe have. I know KP is going to be gone by next week, but we're going to have a professional basketball player, overseas guy, KP, in here. We could have convinced him to play in the GM5 next year.
I like KP, man. Shout out to Pedro
Get
Posse.
better in
I
shape.
told y'all they was going to win again. Y'all didn't want to listen. I told y'all. Hey, yo, no, matter of fact, shout out to Scotty James, too. That's the big fight. Yo, shit tough.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite player, man, locally, man. Yeah, he's
he
a monster.
Came out of nowhere. Man.
Yeah.
He's like a tight end looking basketball player.
I still think he should have won MVP. At least consideration. At least he didn't even become a finalist. What do you mean no? He scored 55 points in the game. What do you mean no?
Nobody guarded him that game. You were there.
That's I don't care. That's like Wilt Chamberlain. I don't care. It's like that's hard to do. Other people had to play that same team.
Let me tell you a quick story. Yesterday they were playing. They were down in Miami with us.
Okay, as another team.
Polk County was playing together.
Okay.
And they were playing Kenny Boynton and a team
of
local guys down there.
Kenny is nice. Yeah.
The DJ kept calling every time he touched the ball. They called him Ryan Seacrest. And they played one of those little like teenage girl songs.
Yeah.
Like every time he touched the ball. It was like that one. It's like making my way downtown.
He's a bucket though. He's a bucket.
It was great.
I definitely like that.
We'll catch you guys next week, man. Appreciate you.
Dude, I forgot about that. That was